She's got a crush on you.
Don't be silly.
Now, Russ, one thing that we talked about in this video that before we move on to the news, I wanted to solve for the audience, because you dropped a twist ending to this video that, as we were talking about our crushes, you mentioned that at some point there was a 80s star that had a crush on you. And nobody, I don't think, even really cast a guess out there. Maybe not really everybody watched to the end, because at the end, we shared a picture of you with some 80s star who will slow roll the name until maybe there's some people out there that want to guess. But I don't know if you want to tell that story and then we can like lead into who it is. I've got a little bit of a slideshow here that you've provided from your time with this person.
This is what you call typical male bonding.
So you want me to not say the name, but tell...
Because I want to put the pictures up and see if as the pictures start coming up that people maybe recognize this person, and then they can...
But just avoid...
guess until the very end. We'll show who it is.
Avoid using the name.
Yeah.
I'll also say there's an Easter egg in this 1980s video, if anybody can figure it out. Kind of a mistake. But no one picked up on it.
I don't think I did either.
You didn't know. You edited that one and you didn't know what you did. I know something though, but because it was it was part of the clips and footage I gave you.
Yeah.
And there is technically one mistake in that video. I'm interested to see if anyone could pick it out.
Sorry, left my magnifying glass at home.
But yes, okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. Tell the people who crushed on you.
Well, are you pulling up the photos? Am I saying it?
I'm just start with the story. Just start the story from beginning to the end, and I'll put the pictures up.
Okay. Let's say 16 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, at a convention, at a film, celebrity convention, you go get pictures, autographs, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was in line for a signing with one celebrity. And then the way it was set up, you could see like there was another celebrity to my right. And while I was waiting in line, I would glance over and notice no one was in this person's line. I noticed no one was in this person's line, and I knew who this person was and kept watching. I was like, "Whoa, they keep pulling a bottle out of their purse." And that was just a beer. Hold on, that was just a beer in the photo, right?
I can't believe they're just sitting at this table, just digging in their purse, swinging beer while you're in this line, just looking over.
No, it wasn't like she. It wasn't the beer. The beer wasn't in her purse, so there was other, some kind of like flask type situation. And so I'm like, watch, and keep in mind, you're chuckling, but like, I have a lot of respect for this actress. Honestly, there's one movie she's there for that everyone knows, but there's other projects she's worked on I'm a fan of. But yeah, so I went to her table next.
You did?
And this is 16 years ago, where it was a little more lax at these conventions. Like today, you would never see, especially a female guest, like unaccompanied by her own personal like security or people or someone, but this was the old days. This was when it was lawless. And no, I walked up to her, to do this thing, how my autograph, all that stuff. And Matt, she was pretty handsy. Right? So at first it was cool. She was, like just real, like drunk, right? Yeah. Let's take the picture. And all. I'm like, cool. I'm blushing in that photo. Look at me. I'm a fresh-faced 30-year-old, blushing, beardless. And I'm like, yeah, great. And then, my friend took the photo, and then she kept wanting to take more.
Oh, look, she's getting closer now.
I'm not kidding. Like, I started to kind of walk away. And like,
she pulled you closer?
She was holding me. She wouldn't let me walk away, right? And my friend kept taking the photos, and she was like, no, one more. Like, we didn't get it right.
Now, look, she leaned in.
Yeah, dude.
Did you look like you're a married couple in this?
Well, you can see on my face, now I'm in a position where, like, I have no idea what's going on. It's like, I grew up watching you on TV.
Yeah.
And dude, she kept doing it. And at one point, she's like wrapping her leg around me. I think that's like do we have?
I don't have a picture of that.
I have a photo of that.
I don't have a picture
like
of that.
Her leg, like she like stopping me, kind of like, hey, don't go.
Yeah,
And I kept talking to her like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, 'cause I didn't know what to do at that point. I do regret when I look back on it. I'm like, man, maybe I should have just like went with it.
Could have made
I
a
was
move.
single at the time too, which is
So you're saying you could have made a move and possibly succeeded?
possibly.
Okay.
Although that would have been wrong. She's intoxicated, man.
Oh, that's
you're
true.
a sick
I
man.
forgot about that part. You're right.
Yeah,
you asked for a
forgot
phone
about
number
that.
and that's it.
You've been watching Supernatural Shockers too much.
These erotic ghost stories, they're getting to me.
You're twisted.
No, but I mean, but then she was so like talking that I realized while we were still talking, like, wait, I never paid money. Cause you gotta, it costs money for this stuff. And she just kept talking and like flirting, honestly. And I just walked away. I didn't pay for it or anything.
Yeah.
Got the autograph, got multiple photos that she insisted on taking. And let me reiterate, like I'm taking the piss out of it. She wasn't like falling down drunk, problematic.
She just seemed very happy to take these photos with you.
And trust me, she's not the only one partaking when it comes to the guests at these things. They're at a safe hotel for a weekend. She's not driving anywhere. But it was fun. And I'll tell you what, for me, it was I'll never forget it. That's incredible. Like for me, because her name is...
well, hold on. Before you say the name, in case anybody didn't see it on that very first picture, has anyone guessed who this person is?
Like I give a shit.
Let's take a look. Let me see. I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the chat really quick and just see if I can see.
I'm pretty sure they could just rewind the live stream.
They can't.
We're talking to them.
Corey Feldman, Tom Cruise, Michael Jackson, Alyssa Milano. Russ looked like a hostage, says none of your business. Kirk Redgate said she was game.
She was, man, but it didn't register. It was one of those things.
Oh, I think we got someone. I think finally. So I saw, is it Soleil Moonfry? That's not correct. And then the next person, Dan Joker, coming in. She looks like the girl from Dream Warriors. Dan Joker, you are correct.
Yes.
There she is.
Jennifer Rubin.
Yep.
What was her name?
I can't remember her name in this movie, but she was badass in this movie. When you told me that she was hitting on
badass in the movie.
She's like, in my dreams, I'm bad and beautiful.
Taryn.
Or did you say beautiful and bad or something?
Yeah, I'm bad. Oh yeah, I'm beautiful and bad.
And bad.
And dude, I grew up watching not only in Dream Warriors is definitely the one I watched the most.
Yes.
But dude,
and her character, especially how Freddie, what happens with her and Freddie, it's very, very memorable. But when you told me this whole story, let's get high. When you told me that this story, that I was like, the girl from Dream Warriors? Like, what? Wow.
And not only that, dude, I grew up watching The Crush. She played Carrie Elwes' love interest in that,
Yeah.
She's actually in a very, very underrated film called Bad Dreams from the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a horror film. It is really good. If anyone out there hasn't seen it, check it out. The director of it, it's the guy who went on to make The Craft, which The Craft is very good. And this is 80s. It's harder than The Craft, you know what I mean, in terms of violent horror type stuff. It's a very unsung film.
Well, Russ, that's a great story. Thank you for sharing it with me and the audience. That always gives me a laugh.
It is, man. It's funny. And like I said, it was, I didn't know what to do in the moment, because I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. And come on, I don't want to be like weird.
You don't be rude.
Respectful.
Yeah. Hug me. That's fine.
But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, wow, is this happening? Like, could I?
Oh, it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big, tough, badass.
And you have a picture that she signed for you right back there. I know it's kind of, I don't know that it's be able to be seen on camera, but it's up there. And what did you ever say? In my dreams, I'm beautiful and bad. That's what you had to write.
Dude, that's another funny story about it. So when I do these and I get the signatures, I always try to think of the most either offensive or absurd line from the movie that their character said. And I don't remember what I had in mind for her, but it all went out the window. Like anything I had that I was just gonna, oh, hi, I'm a big fan, it just like immediately went left.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
Well, that was lovely. I appreciate you sharing that story.
Man, I appreciate it happening to me. Thank you, Matt.
Jennifer Rubin, if you're out there watching, which I know you are, give Russ a call. I think he would like to speak to you again.
Go play.